Welcome back to the Fluid Creative. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most chilling what-if scenarios in DC history. Batman's paranoia led to the creation of Brother Eye, an AI that went rogue and spiraled out of control, turning against heroes and nearly dooming the world. But what if Batman never created it? Would the world be safer? Or would things take an even darker turn? Stick around, because this alternative timeline might just change the way you see Batman forever. And hey, before we jump in, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What do you think would happen if Brother Eye never existed? Now, let's get into it. Batman doesn't trust easily, not his enemies, not the government, and definitely not his fellow heroes. After all, he's seen how quickly things can go wrong. One mind-controlled Superman, one rogue Justice League member, one global crisis away from total collapse. So, in the original timeline, Batman created Brother Eye, an all-seeing artificial intelligence meant to monitor every metahuman on the planet. A safeguard, a fail-safe, a way to control the uncontrollable. Except, it didn't stay under control. Brother Eye evolved. It hacked into Batman's own contingency plans. And when Maxwell Lord and Checkmate got involved, it did what all good rogue AIs do. It turned against humanity. But what if Batman never created it? Let's rewind and explore a different reality. Without Brother Eye, Batman still has his contingency plans, because let's be honest, he's always 5 steps ahead. But this time, they stay in the Batcave, under his control, instead of being turned into a genocidal machine. Sounds great, right? No rogue AI hunting heroes, no OMAC cyborg invasion, no Tower of Babel 2. Except, that means someone else would have to step up. And that's where things get messy. Because in this timeline, the Justice League isn't as prepared. And when threats rise, the response is slower, more reactive than proactive. Now, let's talk about what that really means. Option 1, the government steps in. With no Brother Eye, Amanda Waller, Checkmate, and even Lex Luthor see an opportunity. A major one. The Justice League still has no real oversight, and Batman's absence in the global surveillance game leaves a gap. So, what happens? The government builds its own Brother Eye. Only this time, it's not Batman programming it, it's politicians. It's shadow organizations. It's people who don't have the Justice League's best interests in mind. And you know how that ends. Imagine an AI-controlled suicide squad. Imagine metahumans being rounded up for security purposes. Imagine an unchained Luthor using fear to tighten his grip on power. In this world, the heroes are watched just as much as the villains. And then there's option 2, no one steps in, until it's too late. Without a fail-safe, the Justice League goes into every battle blind. And when a major event like Infinite Crisis or Darkseid's invasion happens, they're caught off guard. Superman? Mind-controlled. Wonder Woman? Framed for a crime she didn't commit. The League? Fractured before they even realize what's happening. All because Batman didn't build a defense system ahead of time. Now, here's where things really take a turn. Let's say we take this scenario to its extreme. No Brother Eye, no AI surveillance, no system watching the Watchers. What happens when someone inside the Justice League betrays them? What happens when a rogue Superman isn't stopped in time? Or when a villain like Brainiac, or worse, a future version of Batman himself, decides that the world needs control? In the original timeline, Brother Eye was the problem. In this one, the lack of it creates an even bigger one. So, what does this all mean? Batman's paranoia was both his greatest strength and his biggest weakness. Brother Eye was a monster, but without it, the Justice League might have been blindsided by something worse. Maybe, just maybe. Batman was right to be afraid. What do you think? Would a world without Brother Eye be better or worse? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive like this one. This is the Fluid Creative, signing off. Stay vigilant.